Hey, how y'all doing? Sorry about the poor lighting. Power went out like about 6 or 7 hours ago, and I tried to sleep through it. And being that I can only sleep like 3 or 4 hours at a time now, it didn't last long enough for me to get through it. So I'm still sitting here in the dark and just trying to pass the time by painting a little because it's been so long since I've been painting. Just so many things have been getting in my way. But I'm starting small. I'm just painting a D&D mini in a few different outfits just to buy time, I guess. But I don't know. It's been a lot lately. Um, the latest, I guess, two things taking up my world right now that have been blocking me is doing these podcast interviews and now looking into the public or keynote speaking arena. I guess that's how you call it. Because I'm trying to break into that, talking about this idea, and it's frustrating because I really don't want to do it. I hate it. I'm exhausted by it. Like, and it's frustrating talking to people telling me I gotta work harder. I gotta work harder, and I'm like, bro, I attack things like with the podcast. I mean, I'm right at the 2 month marker of doing these pods. I started February 6th. It's like April 10th, so it's been like a little over 2 months. But I've done like 33 podcast interviews in those 2 months. So it's like I don't sit idle. And the frustrating part is how much I learned in the process. It's like I could have learned this like a decade ago, easy, maybe even two. But it's just like none of my people cared. They weren't interested. And it's like I feel like I got something crazy important, but no one's gonna care until I carry all this weight by myself to the finish line. Then when they do, they're gonna expect me to be the little red hen, you know? Like, here, come on board, let me help you out. But no. I'm just tired of it, because this really is a much bigger weight than I should be lifting, and I'd much rather be sitting here painting minis. But it's like it's a dumb jarhead notion of a charge. I feel like it's a charge that I have, realizing what this concept is of mental and emotional literacy. Because again, I keep saying it. It's if numerical literacy and written literacy change the world, why wouldn't mental and emotional literacy change the world? And then again, it's like just not too long ago, I realized that I also have emotions as a sixth sense. Because if you look at what the five senses are, they're about detecting things. The eyes, they detect light and shapes. The nose detects chemicals in the air. The tongue detects taste. It's like, well, freaking, what do you do once you learn emotions? You can detect the energy of a room, like a sixth sense. It's what empaths do. So you can learn to be an empath. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating because it's people don't know what they don't know, and this is apparently knowledge that's ahead of us. And I was just, dumb enough to trip over it and just barely smart enough to figure out what it was. But what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm just exhausted because here I am, 30 interviews in, and it's costing me, but I ain't getting no return for it. And it's not that I want a return, but it's just like, dead gum, man. I kind of would like not to drown. It would be nice. Here I am handling the ability for humanity to level up, and I'm drowning while I'm doing it. But it's like we live in a world where I could take all my tools and techniques, my skills and my talents, and I could be a freaking con man. I could be, selling snake oil and shit, and I could be making a fortune. There's no doubt in my mind I could be a billionaire. All I got to do is just, take my morals and just chuck them. That's all I have to do. That's to me, that's selling out. To me, to sell out and to become rich, to become happy, not happy, but wealthy or whatever, all I have to do is chuck my morals. Because I know how the game is played. I just don't want to play it. The only reason I'm poor is I refuse to play that game because it's villainous, you know? And I've suffered greatly for it. But at the same time, it's just like, it just blows my mind that this knowledge that I have is so profound. It's just so lost on everybody. I don't know. I figure when people see it, they should be like, because they understand its importance to a degree. They can't wrap their minds around how profound it is. They can just see in the little instances, because I present little instances, but it's just like they can't see how it works with everything. It's just like, I don't know. And I'm not that smart to the point where I can explain it that well. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you guys for your time. Sorry again for rambling. I'm real struggling trying to get my head on straight. It's been a rough year since my May 20th betrayal last year of who I thought was my friend. And it was really not a betrayal of the whole community, but it was just, I realized how little I meant to an entire community who made me feel like I was important. The moment I went down, who cares? This guy didn't matter. And they just kind of hung out with my abuser. Again, they don't know how bad. Nobody knows what this guy did to me. But at the same time, nobody checked. And few people checked, but not for real. It was just like texts and stuff like that. But the thing is, no one, because this was what I was waiting for. Who's going to say what happened? Because that's empathy, understanding what happened. Nobody cared. Everybody was about just let it go, just let it go, just let it go. That's siding with the abuser, man. And I ain't cool with it, because I know this cat thinks it's over and it's done, but it's not, man. He started a game we ain't finished, and I mean to finish it in a legal and non-violent way, but I am going to finish the game. Either way, thank you guys. I'm going to sit here in the dark because I don't know how long my lantern battery has, and I don't know when the sun's coming up. So you guys take care. Thank you.